Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with a new short movie. The name of this short movie is What If Naruto Was a Good Shinobi, but with a lot of charm. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted short movie and my own idea. Now this was the best title that I could come up with for this story, but do let me know in the comment section what would have been the best title. Maybe who knows, I might from that title would be able to make a whole new story and give you the shout out. But also make sure you do check out the stories that I'm going to upload on Meta What If as well, because I am quite active on both the channels regularly these days. So yeah, make sure you leave and subscribe to both of them and leave your suggestions in the comment section down below. Now enough yapping, without any further ado, let's begin with our today's short movie. Our story begins in Konoha Gakure no Sato, a day after the Kyuubi attack, as it was afternoon in the said village. The mood was solemn, and a lot of destruction had been caused yesterday night by the Kyuubi, and a lot of death as well. The council chamber of Konoha was filled with a lot of injured clan heads as well as some of the shaken up civilian council members. The elders were as it is seated there, and on the Hokage desk was someone, an old familiar face, Hiruzen Sarutobi once more. The third Hokage, who had retired and passed on the seat a few months ago to his successor Minato Namikaze, the fourth Hokage, who unfortunately yesterday night had died protecting the village from the Kyuubi. There was silence, deafening silence in the room, which was broken by one of the elders who stood up. It was Danzo Shimura, as he, being the bandaged up man, then said, "I know what we have been through. Konoha has been through a lot of trials before. We will emerge from this. We will get over this. Right now we need to focus, although the pain is fresh, on rebuilding and of what comes next. And that is why I urge all of you to put aside your sorrow for the time being and focus on the future of our children and the next generation." As everyone began to agree, as Hiruzen said, this meeting is in session. And finally, one by one, they got down to the matters like how the construction cost is going to be and from where they are going to get help and labor, as well as how the civilian and shinobi sectors alike would be, well, repaid, as well as the funeral arrangements for those who had died, alongside with their Hokage. Now, if all of this is settled and done, I think we all have come to terms, gentlemen. So shall we end this meeting here? Said Hiruzen Sarutobi, as he was now filled with resolve and hoping that this meeting would end. As Danzo raised his hand, "I have one more question. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, and that is about the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi no Yoko. From what I am aware and have been told, it is the son of Minato and Kushina. Is that true?" "Yes. But I am still not sure where to place him. I cannot place him any clan's care because the other might say that they have more power or whatnot. Because of dispute occurrence, I will not be able to do that. And neither can I have him adopted into any civilian family as well. The only soft solution that I was able to find was to place him in the orphanage as an orphan child." As everyone began to murmur, some disagreed, thinking that the legacy of the fourth Hokage should be treated as such and should not be placed there, while some of them who knew that the child carried the Kyuubi no Yoko within were quite terrified of this. "Are you sure, Hokage-sama? The child carries the Kyuubi no Yoko? Even if that is true, the Kyuubi is sealed away within the child with the help of a seal powered by Shinigami. The Reaper Death Seal. Minato exchanged his soul to the Shinigami, making sure that the Kyuubi is sealed and locked away. Do you think he would be stupid enough to seal the Kyuubi within his own child who was born if he did not have a foolproof plan?" As everyone thought for a moment, and it did make sense, and finally it was decided, and Naruto was placed into the orphanage. Danzo although tried to oppose, saying that the Jinchuriki was in the end a Jinchuriki, a weapon regardless of the stature, and he should be treated as such. But he was quickly shot down by Hiruzen and the others, because this was the child of the fourth, the man who sacrificed himself for their sake, and their future's sake, so they would honor it. So under the guise of Naruto Uzumaki, his mother's maiden name, he was placed into the orphanage, hoping that he would be protected from the enemies outside of both of his parents. And time began to pass by as Naruto reached at the age of 3. And as soon as he began to walk and speak, he was helping around the orphanage. The orphanage matriarch was quite happy with that, and even pleased and adored Naruto. But that was not all. Whenever Naruto went outside, he would greet the elderly as well as the other people, winning them over even before it was known of his origins. And the people, they began to like him as an orphan boy who was quite kind and happy, and also brought happiness to them. On the other side, the elders had a storm brewing within them, especially Danzo Shimura. Within his root base that was still operating even though it was illegal, he was seated there on his throne room. Hiruzen was unaware of this, as his other two teammates, although Homura and Koharu were. Even though they were Hiruzen's teammates, they sided with Danzo for more power and control. Hiruzen is making a mistake. The Jinchuriki needs to be trained. He needs to be a weapon. The child is already capable of walking and speaking, more than ready to be trained and molded into a perfect weapon, said Danzo. But the question is, how are you going to do that? You tried before, Danzo. You have failed, said Homura. Homura's right. We have tried, and we have failed. What makes you think that now we would succeed? And from what I have heard, the boy has quite a good expression of the civilians. People speak quite highly of him, like the child has quite a bright future ahead of him. Is that so? Then it's time that we break that illusion of theirs. What? How? Reveal to them that the child is the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi no Yoko, the same one that attacked Konoha. Are you insane, Danzo? Said Homura. What is it, Homura? Are you backing out on me? No, but that would endanger the child's life. That is the goal. The child's life will be in danger. Once or twice he would get hurt, and third time Hiruzen would realize that a normal life for such a child who is a Jinchuriki, regardless of his stature, is not possible. And he is to be trained and trained alone and used as a weapon. And with that, it was settled. Danzo and Homura and Koharu discreetly leaked out the information about Naruto's stature being the Jinchuriki. The people at one point became worried that the boy was the Kyuubi's Jinchuriki, but later figured it out that if it was the Kyuubi, then why was it attacking it? Why wasn't it being mean or anything Kyuubi-like? If anything, this was an angel in human skin, meaning that this was just a child who was even unaware of what he carried. And once they brought this to the council and to the Hokage, Hiruzen Sarutobi less forsay once was pissed. Civilian council members were quite shocked as well, and so were the shinobis. Elders tried to act shocked, but Hiruzen had his suspicion of Danzo, which Danzo realized and picked up quite early, and denied anything. In the meanwhile, he addressed the people that keep this a secret from Naruto because he wants him to have a normal childhood. And he is a special child who was chosen by the Fourth himself. Realizing that, the people who already knew about Naruto even before his, Jinchuriki stature, realized that he was just an unfortunate soul who was placed with such a heavy burden. And so, they didn't care if he contained the Kyuubi or not, and keep treating him as they did before. And because of that very significant change, Naruto's life was changed forever. He was growing up kind and happy and calm, not hyperactive, always trying to get attention sort of child. And because of that, he also had a lot of friends from the different clans, such as Kiba Inuzuka, Shino Aburame, Choji Akamichi, and Shikamaru Nara. Even Sasuke Uchiha was his friend. How did both Sasuke and Naruto become friends? Well, Naruto had been friends since the age of 4 with the others, and that is when, at the playground area, arrived Itachi Uchiha bringing his brother, who was quite shy and scared, to be honest, because he did not had any friend of his age in the clan, meaning he was the youngest. And even if they were youngest, they were literal babies, so he had no one else to play with. So that is why he was brought here by Itachi. Come on, Sasuke, why don't you go and greet them? But what if they don't want to be friends with me? Unbeknownst to the brothers, Naruto was nearby, swinging the swing and also listening into this, until he jumped and landed on his feet and arrived there. Hey, new kid, what's your name? Come on, my name is Naruto, said Naruto with a smile on his face. Sasuke. Nice to meet you, Naruto. Nice to meet you too, Sasuke. You're new here, huh? Yeah, I am from the Uchiha clan. That's Sasuke. Cool. You're from a clan, right? Ah, man, I wish I was from a clan. You're not? Nah, I'm an orphan. How about we go and play, though, if you're okay with that? Of course. If it's okay with you. And so, with that awkward interaction, Naruto grabbed Sasuke's hand and dragged him to introduce him to the other buddies. Hey guys, meet my new friend Sasuke! As Itachi voiced this with a smile from afar. Because this was something that he needed and knew that his brother wanted. And so, time began to pass by as they reached at the age of 8. Naruto by then, thanks to his clan, had kids, friends, who were like really close to him, was able to learn some of their techniques because they, while showing off how they learned, also taught some of their skills to Naruto, especially Sasuke, who had become Naruto's best friend, aside from Shikamaru, of course. And because of that, Naruto and Sasuke would even spend time at the Uchiha estate. Mikoto and Fugaku watched this from afar. While Mikoto was happy, Fugaku was a bit worried. Konoha doesn't like us that much, Mikoto. And if they realize that their Jinchuriki is spending time with her young one of ours, it could be catastrophic. You worry too much. And besides, he's Kushi-chan's child. She was my best friend, you know. And Minato was your best friend as well. Times have changed. Minato and Kushina were here, things were different. Times were different. If Minato would have been alive, maybe they would have stayed the same. Our first priority is to make sure that the village doesn't come after the Uchihas. They have investigated the Nine-Tails attack. What? Again? But why after a long time? The heck I know. And they have realized that the QB was being used. Used? Who would use the QB? It was casted under a genjutsu. A genjutsu? Don't tell me it was... Yes, a Sharingan pattern in its eyes. Many claim to see it. It has been a lot of debates, rumors at first, but now it's an ongoing investigation. The elders have pulled us into this, said Fugaku as he clutched his knuckles tight into fists. I can't believe this. All those years of loyalty, and Konoha still mistreats us like this. The council of the Uchiha clan wants to revolt. Start a coup, maybe. What? No, that would be death sentence. I know. I'm trying to find a form of peace. Making sure that Itachi and Sasuke are staying safe at least, even if it gets to us. Unbeknownst to them, Itachi was listening into this from afar, looking down, while on the other side, Naruto and Sasuke were having fun of their own. Itachi that night, in the evening, went towards his only friend that he could trust, Shisui Uchiha. As Shisui was trading, he saw that Itachi was there but quiet. Look, Itachi, if you have something to say, say it, man. Why are you so sad? Why the long face? Something has been eating me up. I listened to my father. What did the clan had said? As Itachi explained the whole situation to Shisui. This is not good then. Sooner or later there might be a war between Uchihas or Konoha, right? Yeah. I don't know what to do. We can go towards the Hokage. Behind my father's back, are you insane? I have Kotomatsu Kami, remember? Using that might help. You're right. Using that, we will be able to convince the council of the Uchihas that they don't need to revolt. And as for this Shinobi council, as well as the rest, we would be able to convince them that the Uchihas are innocent. This could work. We have to give it a shot, Itachi. Alright, we will. And so, Itachi and Shisui went along with their plan. They contacted Hiruzen and convinced him about this and the plans of the Uchiha, and told them their plan. The mistake they made, they informed the elders as well. Danzo, realizing this, that his plan was being foiled, sent out his root anbus to kill Shisui, and succeeded as well. Shisui was poisoned and wounded as he was resting near the tree the next morning as Itachi arrived, searching for him. Shisui! Oh my god, what happened? Danzo. Danzo is the one behind this. He wants to start a war. I am sorry, Itachi, but you have to do this on your own. As now we see, Itachi buried Shisui because he had died. Now Itachi was conflicted. What did he need to do right now was make sure that his brother was safe, because he knew the war was inevitable. And so that is what he did. He arrived where Danzo was, to make a deal with the devil. I see that you have arrived here, Itachi, but I do not understand why. Keep your hands away from my brother. I will give you what you want. You want the Uchiha clan gone, right? They will be gone. Alright, I agree to this. And so, that is what it happened. The Uchiha massacre. Naruto and Sasuke were at school, and it was evening by the time they got free from training and hanging out. Sasuke obviously dragged Naruto back at home because he wanted Naruto to have dinner with him, because that much of how best friends they were. As both of them arrived inside the clan compound to find that it was empty, as Naruto then said, "Weird. Aren't there supposed to be guards here by this time now?" "Yeah, it is weird." And once they walked the streets, which were supposed to be filled with people, they realized that it was too calm and quiet. Like deadly quiet. As they dashed begin towards Sasuke's home. More like Sasuke did while Naruto chased. "Sasuke, calm down. What happened?" "Something is not right, Naruto. I'm scared. I'm here with you. Come on, let's go and search." And so once they arrived, they found that both of his parents were dead. Sasuke fell down to his knees and let out a scream. As Naruto's eyes widened, he was shocked until in front of them Itachi arrived. Nissan, someone killed our brother. Someone killed our parents," said Sasuke. "I did, not someone." "What?" Sasuke let go of his brother after that, taking a few steps back as Naruto grabbed him and pushed him aside, as the blade missed Sasuke only by a few inches. "What the hell? Why would you do this?" "Itachi-Nissan, you don't belong here, Naruto. You're nothing more than a disgusting lowlife. Don't you dare speak that about me, my friend, brother," said Sasuke. "No, you don't even deserve to be called that," as his eyes began to flash from black to red, as there were two tomos each in one of his eyes. Both of his eyes. As Sasuke then said, "I'm gonna kill you." "No, Sasuke, wait!" But Sasuke dashed. Dodging Itachi's attack, Sasuke was about to land a hit until Itachi punched him into the gut, sending him flying to the other side. Seeing that Naruto, using his brain, was almost about to land a hit on Itachi. Almost, because Itachi then said, "You think you're able to touch me, Naruto? I just did." "Did you?" Look to the other side. As Naruto's eyes widened as he looked to the right side to see that Itachi was standing there, towering over Sasuke. "How? What happened?" "Genjutsu. They were under my genjutsu." What did you do to him?" "He's under my genjutsu as well. Being tortured for more than thousands of days, within seconds." As suddenly Sasuke slumped down to the ground, trembling every after a few seconds, and then halting. This was continuing. Sasuke, no! What did you do?" "I did what I had to do. Make sure to tell him to be prepared, because next I'll be coming after him." And once Sasuke was unconscious, Itachi left with his message given to Naruto. And that is when the Anbus raided in and found Naruto hugging Sasuke. Naruto gave his testimony to his GG and the rest. And the whole village was quite shocked. Itachi Uchiha, the clan heir of the Uchiha clan, murdered the whole Uchiha clan in cold blood, leaving his brother alive. The only witness of this was Naruto, the boy who they knew, and he was traumatized because of it. For a whole week, both did not attend the academy. But once they did, Naruto tried to speak with Sasuke. But Sasuke began to act cold, like he didn't existed. This began to continue onwards, and for a whole year they did not speak, and Naruto had had enough. As they reached into the closing final year at the age of 13, nearing it, Naruto cornered Sasuke. The hell is wrong with you, Sasuke? Move out of my way, Uzumaki. I have nothing to say to you. You have to. You were my best friend. Still are. What am I supposed to say to you? That you witnessed me at my lowest? But I was there for you. You pushed me away. I still am. Trying my best to be. You don't understand anything, Naruto. The pain that I felt. That is why I'm there for you. I'm trying my best to. You don't understand anything. My brother is right. You are a no-named orphan. Well, I had a whole family and a clan, which was taken away from me. This is what you wanted to hear? Now leave me the hell alone, because I got nothing to say to you. With that said, Sasuke left, leaving Naruto there standing, with a shocked and hurt expression. Unbeknownst to him, Sasuke was watching this from afar. As he hid his tears, sorry Naruto, you're like a brother to me. But I won't fall into his trap. Because he had a flashback then. And in that he was living through the Genjutsu again, being tortured by his brother. And only one thing was repeated: to attain true power, you must kill the one you truly care about. And that was Naruto after his brother had betrayed him. And because of that, Sasuke was trying to distance himself to make Naruto hate him. But he knew more than that Naruto would never abandon him. And because of that, Naruto to this day was trying. And he hoped that after today, Naruto would stop. As Shikamaru and the others arrived, why do you do this to yourself, Naruto? What? Sasuke has gone through pain, yes, but he's acting like a dick to you. And you claim to be his best friend. Look, we are your friends as well, and we are hurt seeing you like this. We don't want you to go through this again. Leave him be. No. You don't understand, guys. He's doing this deliberately. I know him. I spent a lot of time with him. He's just going through pain. And something that he doesn't want to tell me. Then when the time is right, he will tell you. Just leave it to it. Yeah. I hope you're right. And after that we see Naruto and the rest of the class passed through the exams. Mizuki plan was foiled and he went at the scroll on his own but got caught in the end. Because of that, Orochimaru and his plans were found out about by Konoha beforehand of what he was planning in the upcoming few months of Chunin exams. Teams were formed and Team 7 consisted of Sasuke Uchiha, Naruto Uzumaki and Sakura Haruno. A girl that liked Naruto but Naruto was too aloof to care about. Because right now his main worry was about Sasuke. And they were placed under Team 7. But she wasn't alone that cared about Naruto. You see, Naruto had a whole bunch of fangirls, such as Yamanaka and even Hinata Yuga. These three were the biggest of the faction that were his fangirls. Why? Because Naruto has helped them out and always have been a gentleman towards them, making sure that they were all happy and did not have anything to worry about. Heck, Naruto even helped them out quite often around the class as well as outside when they were getting harassed or bullied. And because of that, his fangirls and their factions leaders such as Hinata Yuga, Sakura, Haruno, and Yamanaka were his die-hard fans, to the point that they were borderline obsessed with him. As now we see, they met with their sensei, while Sakura kept glancing at Naruto and giggling, which got Sasuke's and Kakashi's eyes, as both of them rolled their eyes, while Naruto became aloof about it. And once the training began, Sasuke again tried to act like that he was cold and distant, but in the end, he ended up helping out Naruto as he saw that Naruto was about to fall and land on the back of his head, getting hurt. No, Naruto! He dashed, while in the midst of trying to grab the belts and save Naruto. And because of that, the time was up. You saved me. I had to. Because if I didn't, then you would have ended up dying, said Sasuke, with a cold mask that he wore. You pass, but we didn't get the bells, said Sakura. But you got the lesson that I was trying to teach. I was worried about you, you know? But I guess I don't have to anymore, because I realized that you all are well underway with your lessons and are going to become quite formidable team. And true to the words of Kakashi, they were. Even if Sasuke was trying to put up the ice between Naruto and himself, it was breaking and slipping slowly but surely. And it slipped completely when they arrived with Tsunade, going through hurdles like the Demon Brothers and their first battle with Zabuza to the Land of Waves. It all melted in the second conflict, where he arrived late at the battlefield, seeing that Sasuke was almost injured, and Naruto jumped in to the ice dome, protecting Sasuke, shielding him from the Senbon needles. And Naruto was the one this time to get passed out cold, saying that he was glad that Sasuke was fine. And because of that, Sasuke lost it. The two tomos in each of his eyes turned into three, and those three turned into a pattern that let out bleeding from his eyes as Sasuke screamed as purple chakra bursted out of the iron ice dome, morphing into a structure that looked like a monster, half of it, as half torso and two arms were present with blades in it, as the monster slammed its blades into the ground, causing huge earthquakes to happen and a lot of destruction to occur. As Kakashi watching this, eyes widened. The Mangekyo. Sasuke's Mangekyo is activated. Oh no, this is bad. It's quite hard for the new users to control it. But how do I stop him? And because of that, Sasuke was rampaging. Not only Gato and his goons who had arrived were killed, but also Zabuza and Haku. And now he was going for everyone. That is until Naruto began to wake up, because the frozen Senbon needles that were made of ice have melted because of the intensity of Chakra's heat. As Naruto began to wake up, Sasuke? Oh no, he's inside that monster. Limpingly, Naruto arrived towards him and grabbed him by the arm. Sasuke, stop this. As Sasuke looked at Naruto, and he froze. Naruto, you're okay. And that is when the monster disappeared, and Sasuke began to shed tears. I thought I almost lost you again. Like the rest. You damn idiot. You almost destroyed everything. Whose fault do you think it is, huh? As after that we see Naruto hugged Sasuke and said, "It's alright, man. Calm down." But unbeknownst to him, Sasuke had a blush on his face because of that. "Leave me alone. I'm fine. Yeah, I'm the one who got injured here. I'm just worried about you. Yeah, just don't hug me like that. It's weird." Yeah, I get it. As Sakura dashed towards Naruto and hugged him as well. "Naruto-kun, you're okay. I thought you almost..." "I'm fine, Sakura-chan. Thanks to worry about me." As Kakashi then arrived. "Well, looks like the bridge is destroyed." As Tsunade was foaming from his mouth because the bridge that they have built so far was destroyed. And so the whole bridge was completed within 2 weeks span again, with their help obviously. And so in the end they returned. And once they did, they had the alliance, and on the return, Kakashi informed them about the Chunin exams. And they were underway. During these exams, the first exam part was as in canon, the written part. Once Anko arrived and the action one began, we see that Sasuke was conflicted, because he began to realize that he might have feelings for Naruto, which was quite odd, but he did not care about that anymore, because he knew that he cared about Naruto more than anything. He was more than his best friend. And that sort of feeling became evident when he was approached by Orochimaru. At first, it was the curse mark seal that began to speak to him when he was knocked out cold. "You want him? You think he would like you as you are? No chance. I mean, look at the other teammate of yours. She has more chances than you with him. And besides, he is innocent. He's Not like you, corrupted as you are. And because of that, Sasuke's obsession to become ideal for Naruto was now beginning, even more so intensely than his revenge on his brother. And Orochimaru was using it against him. And finally, the third exams began, the preliminary rounds, in which Naruto was able to beat his opponent and watched Hinata get beaten, and vowed on her blood to Neji that he would beat the shit out of him. And once the battle began after a month worth of time span, Naruto had been trained by Jiraiya, and there he unleashed hell upon Neji, while taking blunt hits of his Juken style head on as well. Naruto was able to defeat Neji in the end, and once the dust settled, everyone cheered for him, and the standing ovation was deafening, not only because Naruto defended his friend, but also stood up. Many have vowed that they had seen the spirit of the fourth being channeled through Naruto, and because of that, they were proud of him. Some even moved to the peers of Minato, that is. All the while when Sasuke arrived, Naruto then said, "Thank God you're here, man. I was worried about you that you might have gotten a bit late. I mean, if you did, you might have been disqualified." "You were worried about me, huh?" said Sasuke. "Of course I was. After all, you're my friend. Best of them." "Yeah, best of friends. Hope to be more, I guess." The last part was mumbled by Sasuke, as now we see Sasuke then fought with Gaara, and that is when the invasion began. The Konoha Crush began. Naruto, as in canon, using his mind, was able to defeat the Shikaku using the Kyuubi's illusion. In the end, also making friends with Gaara and the others with his Talk no Jutsu technique, but making Sasuke jealous because Naruto was supposed to be his best friend, not the others. And because of that, Sasuke was growing enraged. On the other while, Hiruzen Sarutobi had passed away, using the Reaper that seal on the arms of his student, not on his soul, which Naruto was still crying about while the elders were babbling about that Hiruzen still couldn't beat his student, who dashed away. They wanted Jiraiya, the one who trained Naruto, to become the next Hokage, but Jiraiya said nope and went to get Tsunade Senju, the only one who would be taking the position, and he took Naruto with him. And once he did, they arrived where Tsunade was, in a Tanabata town, which was known for their gambling, casinos and whatnot. There Tsunade was like a drunkard and someone who was in debt. Naruto promised her that if he was able to beat her in poker game, she would have to come back. And saying that Tsunade was a gambler was anything, because she and her gambling spirit was on fire. But once Naruto royal flushed the casino, winning their whole money and prize pool, he decided to pay off all Tsunade's debt, shocking her, and saying that old ladies like them should take care of themselves and not let themselves gamble to debt, which Tsunade was quite pissed about, but at the same time quite happy about, because she realized if she had a son, she wanted it to be like Naruto, and also within him, she saw both Dan and Nawaki as well, an illusion of them, and thought of from then on Naruto as a son to her, and decided that for him, she would become the Hokage. And so that is what happened. While Naruto returned with Tsunade as the Hokage, Sasuke had been fighting a battle of his own. Each and every night Orochimaru tried to convince him to come to his side because he would be able to turn him into the one that he wanted to be, also getting his revenge as well. And so Sasuke left, deserting the village. Naruto went after him, and once he arrived at the Valley of the End, he confronted him. "Why did you do this, Sasuke? Why are you trying to desert to the enemy?" "I have no other choice, and I cannot explain to you the reasons." As now we see, Naruto then said, You have to try to explain it to me because I won't understand it otherwise. I'm sorry, Sasuke. I know I am dumb, but you can't do this. All those years of our friendship down the drain just so you can get your revenge on Itachi on your own? I'm gonna help you. What about our promise? I don't want to endanger you. Don't force me to do this, Naruto. I will have to drag you back, Sasuke. Even if I have to fight you, I will. And so, they both fought. Naruto was holding on, and so was Sasuke until the curse mark took over and Sasuke, in a fit of rage, stabbed Chidori, which he had learned from Kakashi, into the guts of Naruto, causing him to cough huge amount of blood and it be in pain. And now, his vision was getting blurry. Don't worry. I've hit it where you will be in pain for a few moments, but someone will come to save you. Wait for me. I promise I will come back. But these last words were not heard by Naruto, as his vision blurred. All he could remember was seeing Sasuke's sad expression. As Sasuke, seeing this, went down on his knees and kissed Naruto on the lips before leaving, because he knew the only person who could help him is going to be Orochimaru. Once arrived at Orochimaru's base, Sasuke then said, I am here, and I am willing to help you as long as you're willing to help me. Of course, Sasuke-kun, or should I say, Satsuki-chan. As Sasuke looked towards him with narrowed eyes, while on the other side we see Naruto was found by Kakashi and brought back. Once healed, Naruto was laying on the bed. Tsunade, let's just say, was pissed. So was Sakura and the others. Heck, half of the village was pissed at Sasuke. But Naruto, no. He saw the expression of Sasuke before he left. He knew that something was wrong, and he needed to find his friend. He knew Sasuke had a habit of hiding things when things spiraled out of control, to make it seem like everything was under control when it wasn't. And so now we see Naruto was approached by Jiraiya, who offered him something that the others didn't. While others told him to let Sasuke go and he was a traitor and needs to be killed or put down, he told him that he could try to save him if Naruto believes in him, because Jiraiya believed in Orochimaru, and to the point some of his heart still does. And because of that, Naruto was offered a training trip of 3 years with Jiraiya. And so they departed with the blessing of Tsunade and the others. And once they did, Sasuke also began his training and transformation. 3 years have went by as we returned to Konoha to see that Naruto and Jiraiya had returned. Naruto was taller and had become stronger as well, mastering Rasengan and perfecting it alongside with the Shadow Clones techniques and even the Sage mode, and becoming a Toad Sage as well. And also made Jiraiya perfect it because he and Jiraiya placed a bet, and in the end Jiraiya had to burn his new Uchiha tactics because he was lost in the end. And now both were returning, and Naruto was finally meeting Sakura and the others who have grown up, telling them that they were pretty and he was happy to meet them. Everything was going great. While on the other side, in Orochimaru's base, we see a black-haired Konoichi training, using a spear as well as a katana as her two primary weapons, as she was cutting through down all the wooden golems that were there, alongside with the stone golems that were made with single slashes, and even using the fire style jutsus, as suddenly her eyes were shown, which were red with a pattern that resembled like a lotus in each eye. This was Satsuki Uchiha, who has been transformed with the help of Orochimaru into a perfect woman. Because Orochimaru has done this to himself before, lived as a woman and both as a man, and he was able to help out Sasuke. Why did he do that? Because of the curse marks influencing his mind to become perfect for Naruto, the one who he truly loved. And he has become like this. And so now we see Orochimaru was planning to take over her body, but his plan was foiled when Satsuki decided to destroy him, and also found out some secrets connection to the Akatsuki and organization and their plan, and realized that Naruto might be one of their targets. She went after them alone. All the while Naruto went out to save his friend Gaara in Tsunagakure because he was taken hostage. Once arriving there, Gaara was found and was saved as well because of Chiyo's sacrifice, but the two Akatsuki members, they were killed, while on the other side Satsuki was laying down bodies after bodies in Amegakure as she was panting heavily, standing in front of her brother. You're going to die. Satsuke, what have you done? I am no longer Sasuke. I go by Satsuki now. And I have done this to become perfect for him. The only man I love. Naruto, said Itachi as his eyes widened. What? But does he know? No, it is going to be a surprise. Something that you would not be able to see. Because I am here for my revenge. And so they fought, and in the end, she used her true prized possession, Kirin, a lightning dragon jutsu, killing Itachi and the rest surrounding members. Even Zetsu was caught in it. And this Kirin was so strong that Satsuki was able to destroy them and Amegakure as a whole, and she used it twice. Once dead, Itachi's eyes were plucked out, and then she took them and placed them in her own eyes, gaining the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan as she began to laugh like a maniac and summon the full Susanoo. Wait for me, Naruto-kun. I have killed those who were going to come after you. Now we can be together forever. Because of the influence of the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, she was close to losing her mind to the curse of hatred of the Uchihas, and she was now moving back towards Naruto. Although one thing was for certain that she has forgotten, the curse mark seal. While her travel back, Orochimaru using that seal tried, but in the end failed because Satsuki had become too strong and overpowered, and he escaped just in the nick of time and crawled back all the way to Konoha, the only place he could go to, where he found Jiraiya and asked him for help. Why shouldn't I just kill you? Trust me, Jiraiya. I have made a monster. You are a monster as yourself. What can I expect from you else, aside from this? She was... I thought someone I could control, but she wasn't. What do you mean by that? Tsunade, as now we see that Orochimaru was seated in a chamber where they were interrogating him, as he explained what happened to Sasuke and why he came there, and now they realized that Naruto was in a bigger danger than ever. Naruto's friends were called and informed of this, and Naruto was sent to a room in which he was sealed in, and was quite confused about. He tried to yell at his Bachan and the others to let him out, but they wouldn't, saying that it was for his own safety. And that is when she came. She arrived and was like a hurricane, destroying everything in her path. The shinobis, they were hurt beyond anything, put into ICU, and then they came in front of her. You're Sasuke? I go by Satsuki now. What have you become? Said Shikamaru. I have become perfect for Naruto. For him. As their eyes widened, you're doing this for him? But he doesn't belong to you. What makes you think that he doesn't, hussy? I know what you want. You want him all for yourself, and I won't allow that to happen. Then we would have to fight you for him. But on the other side, Naruto was able to break free, finally from that containment, and crawled his way towards them, and was able to get in center of them, stopping them. Who are you? Why are you trying to hurt my friends? Said Naruto, looking a bit pale and filled with sweat. How did you get out, Naruto? Shut up, Shikamaru. Look around you. I told you I would fight by your side. Naruto, it's me. I've come back to you. For us. For ourselves. Sasuke? It's Satsuki. As she grabbed Naruto by the collar of his jacket and slammed her lips onto his, causing Naruto to turn beetroot red and pass out. And once he was awakened, we see that Naruto was laying on a bed. Sitting next to him was bandaged up Jiraiya and Tsunade. Kid, seriously? Passing out like that? Even got the one who attacked you worried. And she literally had to revive a lot of people just to save you. What? Yes, kid. But how did she do that? She, because of the trauma, was able to awaken the Rinnegan. What? Rinnegan. The eyes of the sage of the sixth path. Seriously? Yes. Listen, kid. You really are troublesome, you know that? And the council, since the Uchiha has returned, and as a female, see this as an opportunity for them to revive the Uchiha and the Uzumaki clan. Wait, what? You're telling me to marry my own best friend who turned into a girl? That looks like something that Jiraiya would write as a story. You know what? That sounds great. I might write one. I wasn't trying to give you an idea, damn it. As Tsunade bonked them both on the heads, it's for the best, Naruto. Satsuki, as it is on the verge of falling into the curse of hatred. The only person who is calm in that world of hers is you. I see. As Naruto remembered what happened and was now blushing mess again. You like her, don't you? But I did not know he would turn into such a pretty girl or something. It's weird. Yeah, it is, but hey, at least she likes you. And I'm guessing you like her. Yes, I guess I do. But she's not alone who's going to be your bride. What? Then who else? Hinata Yuga, Ino Yamanaka, and Sakura Haruno. They also have feelings for you, and want to marry you as well, as a form of an alliance between you and Konoha and Satsuki Uchiha, because they realize that Satsuki is the wild card here and needs to be contained and it needs to be guaranteed, and you are that guaranteed. Seriously. So you're just saying that I'm a goat that is about to be sacrificed, like a sacrificial lamb? Yep. Oh well, what did they say? As suddenly the door busted open and the four of them fell down, one on top of each other. I told you! We shouldn't be listening into this, said Hinata. As Naruto's jaw dropped. Wait, you were eardopsing on us? Yes, I mean, of course. As all of them then seated down there and looked towards one another with a blush on their face. As Satsuki then said, sitting next to Naruto and giving him another kiss. What are you doing, Satsuki? Get away from him. Why? He and I are going to be married, and so are you. Be glad that I'm sharing him with you, even if I don't want to. Just remember our end of the deal, the one thing we discussed. What? Nothing. Just girl talk. Seriously, this is quite weird. Get used to it, because this is the new me. And you, whether you like it or not, are going to have to deal with it. And Naruto? Well, he dealt with it. As now we see, years passed as Naruto was at the age of 30, sitting at the Hokage desk as the 7th Hokage. As one after the other, his wives were coming there bringing him lunch, the one they made. And they all seated down to have it with their kids. Satsuki and Naruto had Sarada, Uchiha Uzumaki. While on the other side, a lot of kids were made by Naruto and the others as well. And Satsuki, she was expecting another child soon as well. In the end, Naruto didn't realize that how his life turned out to be like this, but he was glad the way it was, because it was peaceful. At least for Konoha and himself, if not for whole Elemental Nation. As this is where I will be leaving this short movie off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. I know it's kind of a weird story, but to be honest, I quite liked it myself. Do let me know in the comments what you guys thought about this. And yeah, stay tuned for a story or a short movie at Made a What If, as well. As this is it for the day. I'll see you in the next one, as this is Apollo Uchiha and I'm signing off for the day. Peace!